hotel workers live. We don't like neighborhoods where you drive through and you see a lot of adults out there in the middle of the day indicating that they're not working and they can't, you know. So we want to step up from that. And you work this area now. Now you're asking your agent to help you run a search for this area. I want everything under $200,000 or under $250,000. Bread and butter houses, nothing weird, nothing funky. They shouldn't have to describe it to you in too much detail to try to talk you into it. It needs to be like a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage, you know, just a standard, normal, conforming house, basically.
Do you usually put them in price per square foot order?
Sometimes I do that. First, the same thing. I usually put them in a price per square foot order. My MLS allows me to run a search and then click on the heading price per square foot and show me which ones are the lowest price per square foot.
That's where you start out. You're just going straight for the lowest stuff. You know, it's common sense.
I also filter out all the short sales. You can't pay me enough money to work with a short sale, whether I list it or have a buyer on it, because I've done it before and I just won't do it. Because it's just, it wastes your, in this business, time is money. And I don't want my time to be wasted because that's my, you know, that's my bread and butter. So.
A short sale is when they owe way too much and you're going to the bank asking permission because the house is only worth this to accept this. So it's a tremendous amount of paperwork and it takes 3 months. You get an REO, at least. If you get an REO locked up, it's money in the bank because there's no waiting period.
So another way to do the search is to search only REOs. I know there's other standard sellers out there that you might miss or whatever, but just to cut to the chase, search the REOs in your little territory with a typical 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and get that list. Then you scan through them and you read through the results. Actually, what I'll do first usually is find the ones that are newly listed, especially that are listed just that day, because that means that there probably are only 10 offers on it. That's the market is now. We're getting multiple offers on everything now. So, but I look at the ones that are just newly listed, and then run a comp search. Have your agent run a comp search. You ask your agent, help me figure out what this property would cost. If it were all shiny new, all rehab, what would it go for in 30 days or less in today's market? So this is your new term called ARV, or after repair value. This is how we determine how much money we're going to offer on the house. What I normally do is offer about 65% of after repair value, and that depends on how much repair it's going to need. You can usually tell by looking at the pictures if you're lucky, or you can go and take a look at the house, and if you're not good at estimating repairs, take a contractor with you or a friend who knows more than you do. If it's really, really, really bad, like it needs everything from a roof to landscaping to drywall to every appliance, I consider that a pretty heavy fixer. If it needs carpet and paint, then I consider that a light fixer. So anything that's like a light to moderate fixer, I can offer 65% of after repair value and know that I have a deal that's probably saleable to another investor.
If you're offering 65% of ARV, how much are you net out of that?
Well,
What percentage?
how much, as wholesalers, will we end up walking away with?
I'm sorry, retail.
I'm sorry.
What percentage of retail should you expect to be netting? For instance, on a $300,000 property, will you net 15% or 25%?
It's usually like 5 or 10 grand. It's a finder's fee. So,
Yeah.
so Cindy's making an offer. They'll come back, and if it's an accepted offer, we got it. So now, and I'm going to get to how to dish it off to an investor. You look at it, we'll add 5 to 10. Really, we've gotten some home run deals where we added 20, and it was still a good
It
deal.
just depends on how good of a value you buy. You want your buyer to have a good value so they come back to you for more properties. You don't want to be greedy and take it all and then they go, well, I got a so-so deal. You want to give your investors a great deal.
It's like a taste.
Yeah.
Take a taste, pass it on.
And plus you're building a reputation. And you want that buyer to tell his friends, and then they'll buy stuff from you. And then, like Kurtis said, it just gets easier and easier.
Tell them about where it needs to be listed before you even mess with it.
Well, nowadays it's hard because the inventory is really tight right now. Investors know that it's time to buy, and they're out in droves and they're making offers along. I used to be the only cash offer out there. And mind you, we're not using our own cash, but don't get scared and think you can't do it because you don't have a couple hundred in cash. That's another, Curtis will go into that later. Yeah. But let's, one way, a good way for you to spin your wheels and waste your time is to do what I heard Curtis say a little earlier. He said local offer, and I kind of smirked because there's really no such thing anymore in this market. What you're really looking for are the properties that are underpriced, accidentally underpriced.
Does that make sense?
Another good way that I find deals is to chase the ones that have been on the market for a long time. Even if the price is a little bit too high, in my opinion, if I think it's too far away from where my offer is going to be, I'll still chase it by calling the broker and saying, what's up with this property? Why hasn't it sold? Have you had offers? I see you, MLS tells you everything. I see you were in escrow for a while. Why did the escrow fall apart? Are you looking for somebody to come in on this property? And it's about building relationships with these brokers and agents to get.
That's the key. That's the key, is calling the broker. You might need an agent in the beginning to kind of get the feel for it, but if you haven't figured it out, you really need access to the MLS one way or another. And when you see that deal, you always want to call the broker and just talk to them, because they control the inventory, and getting kind of schmoozing them is where we've gotten our best deal.
I thought of that because we're going through this really fast. This is only an hour and a half or whatever. So I may have glossed over some things. Does anybody have questions so far?
We're being told in some cases that the banks are requiring the property to be listed for 5 to 7 days before presenting offers. But I've also heard from investors that a lot of times they're putting an offer in before the property is even on the MLS.
Yeah, okay, so if you become a little bit successful in this and you start closing deals with agents, or even if you're just really good at schmoozing agents before you close deals, you'll call the agent and tell them that you're a cash buyer and that you're looking for deals, and you can make their life really easy by closing fast with no headaches, and then on to the next one. And many times they'll shoot deals over to you before they put them on the MLS. So it makes it really nice. You get it. But after they're listed on the MLS, many agents are told by the bank's asset manager, who really is the big god in the bank sky, that they need to accumulate the offers for the first week or 2 days. So it's just a waiting game. You put your offer in, you wait the 10 days, and then you get something back in your email that says highest and best. The bank is asking for your highest and best offer. So I have a little strategy there. I don't do my highest and best first because there are agents with loose lips. If it's an agent that I don't know very well, he might be telling his other buyers that he is representing the buyer for that property. He might leak out what the other offers might be. So I don't want mine to be too high because then he'll be trying to top it. Does that make sense? So I'll go in with a pretty strong offer, strong enough not to be thrown in the trash can. But then when it comes to highest and best, that's when I make my big jump, and that's where I usually win it at that time.
Is your ratio still about 12 offers to 1 accepted?
Actually, that's funny that you say that because this last 2 weeks I've been on a streak. I don't know why, but I've been busy with the kids and stuff, back to school and all this, but no. In the last 2 weeks I've written 10 offers. And I've had 4 accepted. I found out about one of them this morning, and it looks like it's getting very serious on another, so I might even be 50% now. That's not really always normal, but it is a numbers game, and I don't waste my time writing on offers that I don't think I'm going to, putting offers on properties that I don't think I'm going to get, so it might be more discriminating.
When you're putting in that many offers, how do you go about that? So if you get, for instance, if I got 4 and you accept it, I have the money to close it for them.
Okay,
Perfect segue.
we're not closing, so Curtis will explain more of our model. We don't close them. We're locking them.
If you want to fix and flip them.
Okay, I'll let Curtis do that. Okay. All right, we'll do another